If he get the death penalty, that's what he should get. Love him dearly, and pray for his soul. But this is horrible. This is horrible.
A Cincinnati family between a rock and a hard place as they mourn the loss of a 21-year-old they say was murdered over the weekend by her own brother.
They just held a vigil for her. Our Valerie Lyons shares the emotional call for justice by a family now torn apart.
He kept telling her he was going to kill her. If he get the death penalty, that's what he should get.
Shock, grief, and anger weigh heavy on a Cincinnati family as the unthinkable becomes reality.
Deep down, I always knew my Sean would hurt somebody because he was always so angry, but never thought he would take Miss B away from us.
They gathered Monday to remember 21-year-old Amaya Stanley. She died late Friday night, shot multiple times inside her cousin's Winton Hills home. And police say her own brother, 22-year-old Myshawn, pulled the trigger.
She was the only one who protected him. She was the only one who stood up for him, helped him, tried to make sure he had a roof over his head. So to think that he would do something like this is, you can't wrap your mind around it.
Family tells us it started as a fight over a video game. Myshawn wanted to play, Amaya didn't, and that's when he snapped.
He's very violent and aggressive, so he jumped on her, wrestling with her. She got away. She went to run up the steps. She got 3 steps away from the top to go to my cousin's room to get away from him. She didn't realize he had a gun. He shot her.
Family says he shot her 6 more times before walking out. A nightmare for loved ones who say they now grieve 2 lives instead of 1.
I lost a niece and I lost a nephew.
One day.
Because he'll be hopefully in prison for the rest of his life. And probably in hell, God will not forgive him for that.
Now, as they seek justice against her brother, they prepare to bury Amaya and say their final goodbyes.
She was so happy.
She was a beautiful little girl.
She was determined to prove everybody
that she was
that
gonna be
I can do it.
Valerie Lyons, WCPO 9 News.